This is it, bro. Like, it come down to Caitlin, bro. It is what it is, man. Caitlin, you gotta take a stand, man. You stand for something or you die. You'll fall for anything, man. Caitlin Clark, you gotta take this, y'all, and it's plain and simple. Caitlin Clark has to give the Indiana Fever an ultimatum. That's right. I've been disgusted all day about this piss poor, embarrassing performance from the players and most of all from this coaching staff. Stephanie White, I'll say it again, you are a pure bum of a coach. Trap.
Wait a minute. Did Stephanie White just make coaching even harder than it needs to be? After that embarrassing loss, Caitlin Clark fans didn't just get mad, they exploded. The internet is full of angry memes, loud complaints, and pure chaos like a Waffle House fight at 3 a.m. The backlash is here, and it's wild. So what actually happened? Why are fans so furious? Is this the beginning of the end, or is it just a full-blown storm getting started? Let's break it all down.
A 19-point loss, Caitlin Clark's return, in which, since this is a lady we're talking about, it looks like Stephanie White has spaded Caitlin Clark, for lack of a better way of putting it. If it was a dude, I'd say neutered, but, you get my point. She has taken away Caitlin Clark's greatest asset, which is the creator and instigator of...
Watching Indiana Fever's offense feels like someone hit the slow motion button and lost the remote. It's painfully slow, like waiting in a long DMV line. Fans didn't come here to watch boring, confusing basketball. They tuned in to see Caitlin Clark light up the court. Instead, they're watching a team with no movement, no energy, and no direction. It's like watching a team that doesn't know what it wants to do or where it wants to go.
I'm getting concerned about Caitlin Clark's future with the Indiana Fever, because it's not just that they're losing these games, it's the manner in which they're losing. It's the low shot attempts from Caitlin Clark. It's the low usage from Caitlin Clark. It's the having her in the corner, coming off these screens, getting the ball on the wing, and then her losing the basketball, keep getting the ball in these unfavorable positions. She is at her best when she's pushing it up the floor, coming off the screen with the Leah Boston. You're not even doing that anymore. It seems like the Indiana Fever aren't prioritizing Caitlin Clark's growth as a player, but what they're prioritizing is the system of basketball that Stephanie White has ran throughout the entire...
The Fever play offense like they're taking a nap on Sunday afternoon. Caitlin Clark is full of fire, running off screens, ready to hit big shots, but her teammates just jog slowly like they're waiting for an Uber. She's stuck in a system that isn't helping her at all. Even though she's the best point guard in the league, she's stuck running an offense that looks like it was made up last minute at a diner on a napkin.
Puts out a lineup yesterday. Aaron McDonald starting at point. Kelsey Mitchell's at shooting guard. Caitlin Clark's at small forward. And I'm like, what is going on? Are we trying smaller lineups? I guess, okay, but are we doing a point forward situation? Is that what we're doing? We're doing a LeBron James point forward. No, the hell we ain't. We ain't. We're just running the same old, I want to say same old offense, but I don't know what that offense...
Let's talk about the coaching staff. It feels like they're using a dartboard to make decisions. Benching Lexi Hull? That wasn't a strategy, it was a cry for help. She brings defense, effort, and spacing, and they pulled her out while the rest of the team just wandered around lost. Fans are now using AI to analyze lineups just to figure out if anyone on the coaching staff knows what's going on.
Gonna change. Stephanie White is not gonna change. Stephanie White is not going to stop until her style of drag everyone down to their level basketball prevails. She's not going to change. And I do not think that we're going to see very much of Stephanie White, or very much of the Fever playing good basketball under Stephanie.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is throwing perfect passes to teammates who don't know what to do next. They get the ball, hesitate, pass it back, and repeat the same boring cycle. This isn't a system, it's a mess. Somehow, the Fever have the most exciting point guard in the game and they're making her stand in the corner like she's being punished. This isn't just bad coaching, it's wasting one of the most special players in the game. A middle school pickup team might run a better offense than this. And at least middle schoolers try.
As long as Stephanie White is here, we'll never see the true greatness that Caitlin Clark has within her. will never see it. Caitlin Clark has to march up to that front office and say, hey, look, either you guys are going to fix this and we're going to do it my way, or I will not put on this jersey and I will not allow you guys to profit off of me any longer. It's that simple. You want her or you want me? I'm going to pick the coach. I'm going to tell you what players I want on.
Fans are losing it. Their patience is completely gone. They went from celebrating Clark's passes to Googling, can fans sue coaches for ruining basketball? The crowd doesn't even boo anymore. They just sigh like a tired audience on a bad sitcom. The team keeps benching hustle players and replacing them with random lineups that have no chemistry. It's like they're pulling names out of a hat. Even the other teams seem confused. They come in expecting fireworks, but all they get is slow, painful offense. The only thing Clark isn't doing is cloning herself and subbing in as her own.
What Stephanie White is doing. First, the Golden State Valkyries just cracked the Indiana Fever. Like there's no way to go around it. They're playing an envious style of basketball. I would say something that, you know, when I think of the Indiana Fever, I'm like, yo, they need to be running the offense like that. And I was absolutely baffled by the decision to start Ari McDonald, Kelsey Plum, and Caitlin Clark, and to play her at the.
This isn't just wasted potential, it feels like sabotage caused by pure stubbornness. You've got the most hyped rookie in years, and the plays you're running couldn't even beat a high school zone defense. Clark is supposed to be the creator, the engine of the offense, but they've turned her into a background player. It's like asking Mozart to stand quietly while someone else plays out of tune. The fans are desperate for energy, movement, and pace. Instead, they get slow, lifeless rotations. It's like the coaching staff made a broken record their playbook and decided to stick with it no matter what.
Motion offense, and Caitlin Clark is not a player that plays within an offense. She is an offense. Caitlin Clark is more of a James Harden type. She's more of a Luka Doncic type. She's the type that you have to give the ball to and allow to do whatever she wants to, but Stephanie White is putting her in this box. There were so many plays where Ari McDonald would bring it up and then Caitlin Clark would come off these screens that weren't even good screens. They weren't even good picks, and then you're seeing the Indiana Fever offense totally crash, or Caitlin Clark might not touch the ball until 9 seconds left in the shot clock because it went through Ari McDonald, it went through Sophie Cunningham, and then finally it goes to Caitlin Clark and she has 9 seconds to actually make a shot. Caitlin Clark is obviously the reason why everybody's watching.
The Fever don't just seem lost, they're fully committed to being lost. It's like they had a map, burned it, and now they're just hoping Caitlin Clark hits a miracle shot to save them. The fans aren't just frustrated, they're furious. They've got stats, videos, and TikToks showing how benching Lexi Hull was the last straw. This fire didn't just start today, it's been building. All of it could have been avoided by doing one simple thing: give Clark the ball, space the floor, and let her lead. Instead, we get a stiff, overcomplicated mess of a system that turns excitement into boredom. You don't build around a star by hiding her, you build by letting her shine.
The story about Stephanie White. Why she likely is like this. You're wondering, like, how did she see Caitlin Clark play like this and decide, you know what, nah, we're going to build through Ari McDonald. Stephanie White, in the years of like 2015-ish, she went to Vanderbilt. And she tried to play an up-tempo offensive game, and they were terrible. They were terrible. She couldn't win a game. And then she goes to the Connecticut Sun and says, screw offense. And by the way, that Connecticut Sun team are good offensive players. Bree Jones is a good offensive player.
Even Stevie Wonder can see it. Caitlin Clark is a point guard. Not a decoy. Not a corner statue. Not someone who just runs around without purpose. She's possibly the best to ever enter the league, and the way she's being used is like buying a Ferrari and asking if it runs on diesel. There's only so much talent you can waste before fans start tuning out, and they are. Fast. Like Amazon Prime fast. People are canceling League Pass because they just don't want to watch anymore. On top of that, we've got refs who don't know what a foul is, league officials pushing storylines more than basketball, and a commissioner treating drama like a feature, not a problem. It's starting to feel like a joke, and the only ones not laughing are the fans.
Lack of focus, lack of knowing the game plan. How do you summarize kind of what you saw out there?
No, I was disappointed because I felt like there was a lack of competitive fire. With the exception of about 2 5-minute spurts. Our attention to detail was poor. I'm not sure if it's not knowing the game plan, as much as, because if it's not knowing the game plan, then that's a whole nother